What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. Today, I'm answering the question, what are the top 5 mistakes that new market farmers make? I've actually made some of these mistakes myself, so I want to help you avoid them so you can enjoy farming and have a profitable business. Let's jump into it. So jumping right into mistake number 1, which would be not focusing on sales or marketing. I don't care if you grow acres and acres of beautiful produce and vegetables, you've got to be able to sell it. And growing's the easy part, as my mentor says. So you've got to really focus a lot of time, energy, and effort on where you're actually going to sell this product. And so whether that's a farmer's market, whether that's wholesale accounts like restaurants or grocery stores, whether that's direct to consumer through an on-farm farm store or through home deliveries, you've got a lot of different options, but you need a really clear plan of how are you actually going to sell all this stuff that you grow. So make sure you're putting a lot of time towards sales and marketing. Mistake number 2, y'all, is underestimating the startup cost. I did this when I started my first farm in Colorado, and that farm actually completely failed. It was a failure because I underestimated vastly how much capital is actually needed to successfully start a business, but to successfully start a market farm. I think you need anywhere from 20 to 30,000, preferably 30,000 if possible, because it's just going to help you grow your business a lot faster versus if you bootstrap it with $100 and just try to start. You're more likely, in my opinion, to face a lot of failures and just be really discouraged if you're trying to start this farm with no money. So that would be a huge mistake. I would highly encourage you to try to avoid. All right, y'all. So mistake number 3 would be overexpansion or just simply trying to do way too much. I think this is incredibly common. I fall into this trap at times. I want to grow 30 different vegetables and I want to have, chickens and cows and pigs and the list goes on. And I'm going to tell you, you've got to avoid that mentality. You've got to avoid wanting to do everything. You need to focus tremendously on what are the things that are actually going to be profitable. You've got to treat this like a business. And so my encouragement starting out would be to grow 5 to 10 crops maybe, and only grow high value crops that are profitable, that you can sell, that you can market, that people eat. By trying to grow 50 different crops and raise a ton of different animals, you're going a mile wide and an inch deep. You need to stay focused so that you can stay in business and be profitable. All right, moving on to mistake number 4. This one's going to be kind of a 2-in-1, but it's getting caught up into ideologies and buying tools that you simply don't need. I'm passionate about permaculture and, being sustainable and doing the best that we can to care for the earth. But I think a lot of times small farmers kind of start out with this fairy tale ideology of, I'm never going to spray any type of organic pesticide, or I'm never going to use plastic, or I'm going to do all this perfectly, or I'm going to deliver only with my bicycle. Like, I think at the end of the day, y'all, you've got to run this like a business, and getting caught up in all these ideologies, I think, can really hamstring you and slow you down tremendously. I personally got caught up in my own ideologies at times, and so I think you've really just got to avoid this and walk through this as best you can. Now, aside from getting caught up in ideologies, I think it's really easy to go out and think that you need tools that you don't need. Like, you don't have to go out and buy a $15,000 BCS, which you see here behind me. I don't think a first year farmer needs that. That's a lot of money spent on a tool that you don't necessarily need in your first year. You can borrow a BCS from someone. You can go rent a tiller. And eventually, you can purchase a BCS. You can purchase some nice tools. But I think a lot of times money is wasted on tools that really don't make you that much more efficient or profitable. Moving on to our last and final mistake. Mistake number 5 is not getting or seeking out a mentor. Having a mentor, having a coach that has walked this path ahead of you is going to be really crucial to your success because they've done it. They have walked through the trials and tribulations. They have a blueprint of what it takes to be successful in small scale farming, in market farming. And I personally have a mentor that I pay for his time, and I would highly encourage you to seek one out. I personally have a coaching program to help you launch your farm. If you want some more information, you can check out the link down in the description. And if you've got any more mistakes that you would add to this list, make sure to put them in the comments below, and we'll see you on the next one.